polar coordinates. On the spherical body, the position or location of any point can be found out in terms of longitudes and latitudes. For example, on Earth, as Earth is a spherical body, there are two types of lines on the Earth. Elongated lines from north to south pole will be called longitudes, and these lines which extends from east to west will be called latitudes. The position of any point on Earth can be described in terms of longitudes and latitudes. But suppose we have a building on Earth. Building have two floors. Two floors have same address in terms of longitudes and latitudes, but these two floors are not same. One is above and one is below. So here the problem arises. The problem is that we cannot describe the position of any body completely in terms of longitudes and latitudes. The need of third coordinate system arises. Building floors will have same address according to longitudes and latitudes. So third coordinate needs arises. Here is the coordinate system. In it there is a point P. Point P is present at the distance r from the origin O. The address of this point P in terms of Cartesian coordinates is x, y, z. In terms of polar coordinates, we will show its address as r, theta and phi. In physics, we write r, theta and phi, but in maths, we use r, phi, theta. These two are similar, but there is different conventions in different branches of science. Here in this diagram, you see point P. Here is the shadow of point P. And in this diagram, two triangles will be formed. If I show these triangles, I will have to enlarge this diagram. Here is the enlarged drawing of this diagram. Point P in terms of x, y and z. Here is the shadow of point P, which is P dash. One triangle is this one and other is this one. This is right angle triangle with angle theta, and this is also a right angle triangle with angle phi. In this triangle, this is base, this is hypotenuse, and this is a perpendicular. This is a right angle. Here is the right angle. As base is along z axis, so we will call base as z. Hypotenuse will be called r, and perpendicular is a. This perpendicular is parallel to this side, so these two will have the length a. This side of the second triangle is along x-axis, so it will be called x, and this side will be called y, as it is parallel to the y-axis. So for these two triangles, we will write trigonometric function. This triangle has three trigonometric functions: sin theta, cos theta and tan theta, and this triangle will also have three trigonometric functions: sin psi, cos psi and tan psi. Tan psi for this triangle will be equal to y divided by x, as y is a perpendicular and x is a base. Y is a perpendicular and x is a base. So tan psi will be equal to y divided by x. If we leave psi on one side, then it will become psi is equals to tan inverse y divided by x. According to the Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse ka square is equals to base ka square plus perpendicular ka square. So A is a hypotenuse for this triangle. Hypotenuse ka square will be equal to base ka square plus perpendicular ka square. And for this triangle, hypotenuse is r. So hypotenuse ka square will be equal to base ka square plus perpendicular ka square. R ka square will be equal to a ka square plus z ka square. A square is equals to x square plus y square. So we will put the value of a in this equation. R square will become equal to x ka square plus y ka square plus z ka square. If we take under root on both sides, then the square of under root, then the square of r will be cancelled with the under root, and under root will return on this side of the equation. R will become equal to under root x ka square plus y ka square plus z ka square. Sin theta for this triangle will be equal to a divided by r. A is a perpendicular and r is a hypotenuse. Tan theta will be equal to a divided by z. A is a perpendicular and z is a base. Cos theta will be equal to base divided by hypotenuse. Base is z and hypotenuse is r, and we have derived r is equals to under root x ka square plus y ka square plus z ka square. If we leave theta on one side, then cos will go on the other side of equation and it will become cos inverse z divided by under root x ka square plus y ka square plus z ka square. We can also simply write cos theta is equals to z divided by r. If we leave z on one side, then z will become equal to r cos theta. Sin theta for this triangle is equals to a divided by r. A is equals to r sine theta. And cos phi for this triangle will be equal to x divided by a. Cos psi is equals to base divided by hypotenuse, means x divided by a. If we leave x on one side, then it will become a cos psi, and sin psi is equals to y divided by a. Y will become equal to a sin psi. We have derived the value of a is r sin theta. If we put the value of a in x and y equations, then x will become equal to r sin theta cos psi, and y become equal to r sin theta sin psi. So here is the sphere. This is the origin of the sphere or central point of the sphere. This sphere has too many points at the distance r from the origin O. We can define the position of any point in terms of polar coordinates in spherical system. So this is how we can give the position of any points in spherical system with the help of polar coordinates.